My name is Antonio Williams, and I am a master's student at Full Sail searching for a digital media degree. My desire is to become a Fortune 500 CEO, and I want to use what I'm learning in this course as well as the courses to come to help boost where I am as far as what I've learned and add what I can to my degree to help further my career. Um, I also want to be able to use this toward helping my son. I want to try to promote him and push for him to be able to go to school. And I want to put together some video film, things like that, because he's an athlete in two different sports. And I can use that to try to push for him to be able to go to a good school. That's the second goal with getting this digital media degree, because it'll add an extra component that allows me to be able to learn a little bit more, because we never stop learning, and when we do, we find ourselves stagnant. All right. One of the quotes that I picked up the fastest on and that I seen was, and to master a field that you love, you must love the subject and must love that field. What I took from that quote is that you gotta love what you're doing. You gotta have a passion for what you're doing. My passion is in leadership. My passion is in being that leader. My passion is in growing as a leader, and I think the technology piece that I'm gonna get from digital media is gonna give me that growing piece I need to help promote my career. All right. So as I move through this course, I reflect on the five insights, the five strategies that of life's tasks. Um, the first strategy that I actually read up on was the primal inclination strategy. This strategy to me basically states that it's not like, for instance, it said Einstein it was not physics but a fascination with invisible forces that govern the universe. Or Bergman, it was the sense of creating, animating life. For Coltrane, it was music, but not the music, but giving it a voice, making that voice powerful. Well, for me, my insight on that is it's we do so many things that we truly get away from what we're really trying to do. For me, it's not the job, but the love for the job that I do, the love for the people that I help, the love for pushing people to the next level. So that's what I gained from that particular subject. All right, occupying that niche, the Darwinian strategy. To me, this means that you basically have to find a niche. You have to find your place, basically. With with the Darwinian strategy, for me, again, like, my love is in leadership. My love is in leading people. My love is in pushing people to the next level. So for me, this goes back to just basically my love for finding that niche of people. And like, my I guess my most recent memory of something in this particular way would be how I ended up working in since I left Depot and moved into a new field. I moved to a new store, and we hired pretty much everybody that actually interviewed for the job, because in that particular store, we were putting everything together, so we wanted at least all the bodies. Well, you once you got through with that part of it, you had to eliminate the people that you couldn't use. You had to find the people that actually would be worth keeping. And that niche for me was just working with the associates, talking to the associates, finding out the strengths and weaknesses, finding out who actually had goals, and finding out people that were actually looking to move to that next level. In comparison to the ones that this was just a job. At the end of the day, I'm gonna go home and I'm not gonna think about anything other than my life, and I'm gonna leave that job where it is. So that niche for me was finding the people with a passion. It was finding people who actually still wanted to do the job and who thought that I again that because you still got to look at monetary factors, things like that. So you want to make sure that that person actually has an understanding and a want for the and drive for the business. So that niche, you had to find that passion in the business, that passion in when they left they work in that one area, what did it look like and how was it? The third strategy is the rebellion strategy. uh I think we all put ourselves on this strategy. We want to find that one job that's going to pay us the most. We want to find that one glorious job, and you name one person that doesn't want to be in show business, want to make it that way. The fourth strategy is the adaptation strategy. This strategy is dealing with your career. Inevitable changes, you must think in the following ways. You are not tied to a particular position. Your loyalty is not to a career. And from this comment, I take is basically it goes back to what I was saying in the inclination strategy. When we was looking for that right person to be that help, the right person to be that next person that we're looking to promote in the company. You run into this a lot. You actually have people that again, it's a job. This is not a career. This is not my stopping point. So I'm using this as a stepping stone, and I'm using this maybe for money. I'm using this for whatever I'm using it for, but I'm using it to get to the next point in my career. And the last strategy is that life or death strategy, which for what I took from this, uh, you deviate from that lure of money or the prospects of prosperity. You basically you're sourcing, searching for nothing. You feel like at the end of the day, you feel like you're on a dead end path. At the end of the day, you feel like you've done everything for nothing. So, what is your niche? What's pushing you to get to that next level? For me, I love dealing with people. So, me getting to that next level, I once sat and listened to a speech by the CEO of Lowe's, who at the time was the vice president of Home Depot. And I've never seen a person command a room that way. He, without doing anything special, without telling people that you need to stop doing this, stop doing that, all he did was deliver his message. And he commanded a room of about 200 people at the time because we all were in training to be assistant managers. So he commanded a room of about 200 people, and in that command of that room, everybody actually was glued in on what was being said. He put you in the mind of understanding what you wanted from your career, and since that point, for me, I was basically in that last stage where I was at that point. I felt like I was on a dead end road, and once I listened at him talk, and I understood what he was saying, and I seen how he commanded the room, and I knew one, I was already a good leader. That was something I wanted. So again, my for me, my path, my job, the dream job I'm looking for is a C. I want to be a CEO. I want to be I want to be a leader of a Fortune 500 company. I would love for that company to be my own, so the profit would be in house. But I would love to be that guy that was able to command a room like that. You see that in speakers and things like that. I would love to be that guy. As stated previously, my dream career path is the career path that I'm actually on. My digital media, upon completing this digital media degree, I will use this degree to help further my career and push it to new heights. I will use what I've learned to apply to what I already know, and that is my path is similar to like a path. that you maybe have seen with Marvin Ellison. I want to be one of your next African American CEOs. I want to be a leader in a Fortune 500 company. Doesn't matter if it's a small company or a large company. I want to show that I have the abilities and I can do the things that I know of asked of me in order of being that CEO in that next level of the company. Um, in the next 3 weeks, well, as I also quoted earlier, I am up for promotion. So I will use what I've learned and these strategies to get a better understanding of where I'm really trying to go, or where I'm really trying to push my career, and if I'm really trying to push it either for the money or am I actually trying to push it for my career, and make sure I'm making the proper decisions toward improving my career. I want to be able to provide for my family without having to work to kill myself to make that money. So money will be a factor, but it won't be the leading factor. For me, that factor will be the dream job and the job that I love, which is promoting and pushing people to that next level. Thank you.